Fud and Aud, how y'all doing? What's going on?
I'm doing great. I've been
Doing
waiting
very
years
nice,
for
Jay.
this.
Very nice. Just got off of my golden private
Oh
jet from
my
Dubai.
god. Introduce yourselves. Tell us a fact about yourselves.
I'm Fud, and a fact about me, I'm like one of the faces of Stam, nigga.
Hey, Ed, I would consider myself the father of many, possibly the greatest Packgod of all time. And I come here. I didn't have to come here, but I was offered, so I'm here now. And thank you guys for the interview. I'm also Aod. Aod here. And if you didn't catch the first part, I said that I was Aod.
No, they caught it. How did y'all get into this com and how long have you been in it for?
In 2019, there was this YouTube video. It was like a Roblox gangbanger documentary, and like at the end of it, they show like a beef, and I seen like Zenteno. That's one person I seen. So I looked up Discord Packgod on YouTube and I commented server ? And eventually I got into the com.
So back in 2018, I used to basically Roblox gangbang with like Kashh, and he became a Packer in 2019, and I witnessed him like go in, but I thought it was lame. So then like about a year later in 2020, I thought like Kashh like himself or something. So I joined Packing Com, kind of looked for him, and eventually I found him in 2021. So yeah, I don't know how long it's been. 4 years since 2020. So yeah, 4 years.
What are y'all's best accomplishments in this con?
So for me, the biggest accomplishment would be Odd vs. Uck, 10-6. And immediately it made me realize that it was the most dog clan in the entire world, the entire Pack Com. I realized Uck is the most dog clan. It is the most dog clan, and Udd is substantially better. So I would say it was Udd vs. Uck, the 10-6. One of the first clan wars to ever go to 10. So that was the best of accomplishment here, Udd vs. Uck, and we completely beat the piss out of them. So that was the best accomplishment for me.
Having major influence on Stam, I have hella fucking sons. Making like a lot of content. Like I covered like a lot of content in the YouTube scene for this package. It made a lot of skits, a lot of like videos over 10K. And yeah, I'd say that's like pretty major for what I've done.
How did y'all become duos?
Alright, look. So, how did we become?
Dude, I'd say off of that video, bro.
I would say Nosmo versus Ioxide, bro. I'll say that video too, bro.
To sum it up, Aod like soloed in Stam, he soloed Ioxide. Ugh. And that caught my eye. And like, I added him. And did you join Aod like after that basically?
Yeah, that's why you let me in, bro.
Yeah, and I just let you in, and you became Aod from there, and that's how everything just started.
What are y'all's favorite memories while being in this con?
Ud versus Uck, part 1 and 2. They got that ass whooping. When Ud was bitching Milky and Anteku, like Milky was getting flamed. And I'd say my last memory was in 2020, Ud versus Oro enlisting. Wu just came out of nowhere and just started yelling at that nigga Simir.
My favorite memory in the calm. So when I actually first started beefing Buck, we basically Ud found out his address, and we did this cool little thing. We drove over to his house. We basically took his mom, and we had a very nice foursome with his mom, and we did have sex with his mom here. We made a quick little video. I'm serious. We did have sex with Buck's mom, and it was a very nice thing. His mom. So yeah, it was definitely the threesome with Buck's mom. I would say OnlyFans as well. Posted on OnlyFans.
All right, what's your second favorite memory then?
My second favorite memory, it would probably be when me and Buck linked and I just beat the shit out of him. I mean, I beat the shit out of Buck. That was my favorite memory in the community, and took a tremendous, enormous W that day when I beat the shit out of Buck. So that was my favorite memory here. Beating the shit out of Buck. Can't use the first one because I f***ed his mom. Very vulgar for the channel here, but
I remember
beating
that.
the shit out of Buck.
I remember both of those vividly.
What is your guys' best match or your favorite match or your most popular match? Like, what's just your favorite match of all time being in Packgod?
Like recently, this was recent. I ran 64 Then I ran 50 like a day after. And then for Blaze, Dolo. Because Dolo ass. And he got his ding-a-ling leaked.
Were you tired?
Was I tired?
Yeah. When you were
No, actually, I injected a lot of meth into my bloodstream, so yeah, I couldn't feel any tiredness.
My favorite match would definitely be an Odd versus Ux Stam when I put Buck to sleep at 30 hours. So Buck fell asleep to me on his keyboard mid pack, and Buck fell asleep to me, and he fell to 1K. And I realized Buck was the most dog packer of all time. Uck was the most dog clan of all time.
I
When
agree.
when Buck fell asleep to me, and that was my favorite. And my least favorite. I say my least favorite match was when I blazed Buck and I beat the shit out of him again, but I didn't like beating the shit out of him this time. It wasn't as great as when I put him to sleep. Overall, overall, Uck is the most dog clan in the world, and I would say Uck is the best clan, but Uck is the most dog.
If you guys never came into comm, where would you be?
I'll probably be a normal human being. I'm gonna be honest. I wouldn't waste like the amount of time I've wasted on here if I never like found out about packing and like I would have everything more prioritized. I would kind of say this was more of a distraction.
For me, as of right now, I would consider myself a multi-trillionaire as a packer. So if I did not become a packer, I would most likely just be a multi-billionaire. I would have had a golden Lamborghini regardless. But if I didn't pack, I might have two golden Lamborghinis here. And either way, I was going to be extraordinarily rich, very rich, by 0006 Entertainment franchise. We have
So-
multiple brands.
By packing, you became richer. You became a trillionaire instead of.
Oh yeah, by packing, I became richer. But if I didn't pack, I would have less money and more sports cars. So that's why the two golden Lamborghini reference comes in for you.
Who is or are your guys' closest friends?
Oh, we got Aeon, Soji. I would do top 5. I would say Gud. Actually, there is no top 5. That's like the only 3 I trust. Actually, yeah.
I say Fud, Wud, probably Soji, and shit. I don't even know, bro. Just Fud, Wud, Soji. Cash. Fud, Wud,
Cash?
Soji, Cash. Yeah, Cash.
What's one thing you've learned from being in this comm?
Is way more deeper than hacking, bro. Like, it can get serious, nigga. If you know, you know. Like, I ain't gonna say much, but it's way more deep than packing.
For me, I most definitely learned that certain groups of people and certain things will be the most dog shit. Like for example, Uck is the most.
I mean, he has a point.
I mean,
There's just dog shit groups, like, bro.
I mean,
like,
Uck was the most dog shit. And I came to realize this after a series of events where Uck proved to me that they were the most dog shit clan. And Uck was the best, but I would say Uck is the most dog shit. So that's what I learned. I learned Uck was the most dog shit.
Okay, can be yourself. What's your guys? Who do you think is the best packer of all time?
Woo. Woo just makes
So-
me laugh every time.
I would have to give it to Nlocks. If it's not me, it's not me. I would have to give it to Wood. If it's not me, then Wood.
Okay, that's the last question of the interview. You guys have anything else you want to like put in there? Like anything you
Yeah.
want to say to the community?
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
let's go
Uck,
ahead.
stop ducking the clan war. It's been 4 days. And they lying saying Soji said no, but he was
Ooh.
trolling, and I posted a screenshot.
Yeah. Number one, Ud and Uck. We're 2-0. The first time you guys lost 5-4. Second time you guys lost 10-6. But what I didn't understand was, how could you guys war Mob if you have no record against each other, but you won't war Ud, which you lost twice against? Don't you have a motive? Why won't you war Ud? It's because you know you're gonna get your ass kicked again. So Uck is the most dog clan in the community, and that's about it. That's really about it here.
Mm-hmm.
Now we have to wait for the response of like when Buck and Zaluk get interviewed in like episode 50. Then we'll figure out
Well, they can't just copy our style and just diss Ud the entire time because that would make sense since they're upside down Ud. So of course they're gonna do the exact same thing as us here.
Yeah, I'm not even surprised. They're just sons. They copy everything we do.